What are you the most proud of?
Um, that I didn't turn out to be that second-class citizen that people always talk about, and that was so worried, that people were so worried that why Papa let me to be in the show, and that I eventually got married, raised a wonderful daughter, um, have a business providing entertainment for special events. In fact, now I produce the Autumn Moon Festival, and I have the opportunity to even give back to my community and being president of many organizations for the Chinatown community, and basically having the opportunity to do good for the community.
And what organizations are you current with right now?
Um, well, I am proud to be a past president of the Chinese Hospital Auxiliary, Unlock Senior Services, and I am the present president of the Chinatown Optimist Club. And this is an organization in Chinatown that's been over 60 years. So we do good for the community, and each year we give away, 15 $1,000 scholarships to different organizations, and mainly to seniors and children.
What is the Grant Avenue Follies that you're a part of?
Well, about 6 years ago, I was approached to help the Chinese Historical Society coordinate a program to honor the Chinese American performers of the Chinatown nightclubs of the 30s and 40s. And that event was so successful, and the response was so overwhelming that I said, wow, there are people out there that still want to watch these old showgirls do their stuff. And so I decided, along with three other friends that used to work the nightclubs, that we are going to organize the Grant Avenue Follies. And this show would be for people that couldn't afford to go out to see shows, or were in senior homes and nursing homes, and that we would try to bring back a little bit of nostalgia with all the costumes and dances that we used to do in the nightclubs of Chinatown. And so that's how the Grant Avenue Follies started. And within the 6 years, we now have over 15 people in the cast. And it's been a good thing. It's been a wonderful thing. So we're very proud of that.
What are some of the most important lessons you've learned in life?
I think one of the most important lessons that I have learned is that when there's an opportunity, that you really have to take it, and especially in show business, that you just can't wait for the next opportunity. Like if there's a job or event, or someone asks you to do something, you must do it. You can't wait and say, oh, I'll do it a couple years from now, because that opportunity is not going to be there. And that you must really seize the moment, and that that moment only comes around once in a lifetime. And if you're lucky, maybe twice, but otherwise, you just have to go for it.
And how would you like to be remembered in the Asian community?
I think as a person that did good in the career of dance, and at the same time, someone that was able to give back to the community, someone that was able to help the community and share my experience with the other younger people at this time. That if they have the want or love of an art form that is not considered so Asian, so to speak, go for it. It's okay, and that to try anyway, and that that just someone that was able to do good for other people at the same time. So that's how I want to be remembered. Also, that I was a good daughter, good mother, and good grandmother, and most of all, a good friend to a lot of people. And that's how I would like to be remembered.
Cynthia, I have a question I wanted to ask you. I wanted to go back to your time on the road with Dorothy Toy.
Yes.
It's about 7 years, you said?
Yes.
I'm sure you have an innumerable number of memories that kind of stand out to you, but are there any specific ones that you, when you think back to that time, just kind of stand out as something that was either important in your life or for one reason or another you just really remember it really affected you?
I think one time we were up in Canada, and we were actually in a car that turned over in the snowstorm. And
So where were you guys going to?
we were in a small town called Medicine Hat. And it was a place that we've never been to before. And it was really scary because when the car turned over, our driver, who was also the singer in the show, he actually flew out of the car and landed on the snow. And we actually thought that he was dead. And we started covering him with blankets, thinking that he died. And turned out that he was very much alive, that he had just passed out. But it showed the togetherness of working with my friends, and we all try to help each other out of the car. And I remember the gal that I was dancing with, her name was Joanna, and her hair was caught with all the luggage that fell on top of her, and we all helped each other by pulling the luggage out and pulling her up from where she was caught, and things like that. And because Dorothy was also older than we were, she was able. We were so happy to see that she was okay, and I think that stands out in my memory about being on the road. Because Dorothy was also a very, very caring person. She actually cooked for us a lot. At that time, we missed Chinese food. And one of the dancers, her name is Isabel, her mother had sent her a bag of black beans. And we would make black bean sauce out of the black beans. In those days, being out of town, they didn't have Chinese grocery stores like they do nowadays. And having this black bean sauce, and Dorothy tried to stretch it, so to speak. And we went to the grocery store and bought some spare ribs. And that dish of black bean sauce spare ribs was the most delicious meal that we had for, I think we stretched it to about 2 weeks, just saving the sauce, and just kept on adding to it. So these are a couple of the experiences that I thought I will always remember.